Okay, so we're here for episode 3 of the Lucky Dogs podcast, and we've got the big Sprint Cup winner with us this time. So, Broc Feeney, how's it going?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
What an honour.
How's it feel?
Yeah, it feels pretty good. I mean, it's still a bit of a weird one. Like, I feel like it might need to be refined a little bit. Like, they've claimed it like I'm locked into the finals, but then they post last night that there's like 5 other guys locked into the finals. So it's sort of like, what's the point? Like, I get 25 extra bonus points, but I feel like you don't get locked in far enough when there's 5 other guys that are already locked in.
It is confusing. We were going to touch on this later, but
Yeah.
it's so many people have been saying to me like, oh, because you got a ticket and then Matt Payne and I did, and people are like, oh, so there's 3 of you locked into the finals already at Adelaide, the final 4.
The final. Yeah, the final 4. Yeah, that's what I mean. They've been saying locked into the finals, but it's a bit confusing because I see the finals as the final 4.
Yeah. No, same. Everyone's come up and like, oh, so you're in Adelaide, like you can just, and I'm like, nah, I'm locked in at round 1. But I mean, we were sort of locked in a couple of rounds ago, but anyway, it's really cool. Like it's cool to celebrate what's been a good year and all that. But yeah, it's interesting.
So do you think you nearly want to celebrate the Sprint Cup a bit harder with the way the Final 4 is? Like, it's nearly a bit of the Final 4, anything can happen there, can't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think, enjoy it while you can, but obviously you're going to move around pretty quick to Enduros and all that. But no, it's cool. Like, obviously it was pretty cool yesterday with all my family and everything. Like, Nan got up on the podium. Like, you had your dad on Saturday, and for me to have my Nan was awesome. But yeah, it is cool, but once again, it's like it's only a small part of the championship. Like literally, what matters this year is Adelaide. So it's quite different. It's hard to know what to expect. The end of the year is going to be like.
I've got why don't they then add so your Sprint Cup and Endurance Cup? Whoever's the leading after that gets an automatic ticket into the final 4.
That'd be my suggestion.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good. So
because that's your generic championship until the finals.
Yeah,
I think the simpler the better for this.
Yeah,
because there's so many different little rules and things that it's pretty hard to follow. Like I find it hard to follow at times, and I'm we're all invested in it, and it's
so instead of 2 people get plus 25 points, you get the Sprint Cup, and then that's obviously you hand out the trophy and all that, and then if you will probably still be leading. Obviously, you're 300 and about 1,000 points ahead of everyone, pretty much. But whatever it is, but
have you actually told him the real reason why he's here today?
We're just trying to find out how what you're doing.
You're locking me.
Oh, aren't we?
in.
Yeah, we're
I thought we were tying him up in the corner and leaving him now.
I did say that to him when I walked in from, I think it was the top 10 shootout, and I was like, he walked into our little driver thing, and I looked at him, and I was like, it's not fucking funny anymore. I was like, I've had enough here. I was like,
he was confident on Friday night though.
I was confident.
After you laid that lap down, I'm like, oh, it's only practice.
Because me and Andrew, for once, we've beaten the 88 side of the garage, and I'm like, you want to come across to our setup? And did you see that lap out there? And Broc's like, oh yeah, right on. I'm like, mate, I just need to have this moment right now because it might disappear tomorrow. And it disappeared pretty quickly, to be honest.
And all he did was button off our last corner and make you feel good.
I've got his data, okay? He didn't button off it. Yeah, so I think that'd be good. I think that you deserve, if you've done all that, to be in the final 4 because there's a fair bit riding on Gold Coast. Like even for you, if you have a crash there, really, like if somebody
you're in the danger zone. You're in the like if you have a.
But even Sandown. Like Sandown's a real danger zone if you...
Oh, for sure. Like that's what I mean. Like it's obviously... It's been an awesome year. Like I've won heaps of races. But you could be done like that. So it's, it's really cool. You could win every single race of the year and DNF the last race at Adelaide and lose a championship.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just...
and how it's so easy to DNF at Adelaide. Like how many people wrote their cars off there last year?
Yeah, I know.
Like
it was pretty,
and you love that busy inside curb at Turner. No,
I do.
You nip that every lap, and I'm like, oh, but yeah, I don't know. I think one good thing is it's bad in your situation. You'll probably like you've had a very positive attitude about it, being like for the first year when you're so dominant, you've been like, oh well, it's a cool new system and that. must suck a little bit.
Oh, it definitely does, but I'm trying to go in with like a good approach. Like I don't want to be negative about it because then I'll probably just go shit. So
Yeah. Yep.
I'm trying to be open-minded about it and everything. But like I get it I get the side that they've put it in for. Like, not to say that it's an easy run home from now because I could DNF at any of the next two and be equal with you sort of thing straight away. But, you know, if the championship's wrapped up early or anything like that, it sort of defeats the grand final at Adelaide. So, like you always say, like how good Newcastle was and all that back in the day. Like I watched those highlights not long ago and like coolest race ever. But at the same time, those guys worked their ass off all year to put themselves in that position, and then it came down to the last race. Like, so anyway, it'll be interesting. See what happens.
Still a lot to play out.
There's a lot to play out.
Yeah, a lot to play out.
Yeah, I just think someone's going to get through that's going to be a bit of a shock. Like, not a shock, but just like, you know, somebody's going to claw their way from 9th to the top 4.
Well, Anton's had some pretty good speed lately.
That's what true.
And now, like, at Sandown and Gold Coast, win and you're into the next round.
Well, isn't it, we were arguing about this before, isn't it now that was it not Gold Coast, if you win, you don't get through?
I didn't think it was, but I was confirmed. Someone told me at QR that, yeah, if you win Goldie, you're in.
Really?
To Sandown.
It wasn't like Speak Up or a fan or something?
Nah, I think it was Marty or someone. But I think the worry is Sandown. So, like, if 7th in the championship gets a full course yellow and wins the race, and then someone else, you know, whoever it is, wins the race, well, then there's only 2 spots.
That's true.
Like,
yeah.
If it's not the same winner at Sandown, there's 2 spots for the grand final. It's pretty scary to think about.
That's true. So someone like Anton, say, just for instance, gets full course yellow. Be Matt Payne, actually. Let's go Matt Payne. That fits. Full course yellow. They're good at it. So he gets a full course yellow. He's through the final 4. You win on Sunday or something, but you'd probably hope I guess it'd be off the other side. So you'd probably
Why can't you win on Sunday?
No, well, I guess Brock's more saying if it was like Matt Payne won and Anton won, well, that locks out the top 2. So then you're really third.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's just, and I feel like until we do it this year, it's going to be like, it's so hard to predict.
It's going to be all over the place.
It is. Like,
yeah, you can see how it's cool. It's creating excitement and that, but I can also see how it's so hard for fans at home to follow because I'm confused.
It's just a little bit too complex.
Yeah, I'm confused, and I feel like I've looked into it, and I'm a driver in the category. So it's like my dad this morning said to me, "Oh, like it's awesome that you, Brock, and Matt are into the finals." I'm like,
round one.
Yeah, round 1. I was like,
we're at the Gold Coast.
he thought that we're all already in.
Probably the naming has probably been a little bit the most confusing, like the finals and like the final, because the finals kind of, everyone just assumes it's the final 4.
What do they call it in NASCAR again? They call it the playoffs. And then what's the last one?
Yeah, so you make it into the playoffs, and then there's different stages of the playoffs, like eliminations.
So maybe they need to call it something like playoffs and then the last round finals.
Even if it's just like quarterfinal, semi-final, grand final.
True.
Wow, there you go.
God,
that's why he's winning all the races.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go. Right there. Look, just like that. On the brink.
Yeah, I went to year 3 at school.
I was only doing grade 3 math in about grade 12. But well, you both had to obviously work with me. Any pros to this?
I don't know.
Probably full of more negatives than pros. Your jocks stink. It was actually funny because I remember it was before you went there, and I remember AE was asking me about you at Gold Coast in 2023, and I was like, "Oh, just prepared. He just loses everything." And I said, "Oh, like you're so understanding of the car setup. You know everything about the car." I just lied the whole time, and he's like looking at me going, "Wait, that's really good. Like I can't really wait to start working with him." And you must have just went there and
it's like Brodie completely lied to me, and Brock's so neat. Like, he reminds me of The Accountant, you know, off the movie The Accountant, where the guy's just like, he's just so...
very ritualed, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Brock, I hop in his car, and he gives me some gum, and I sit in the center console, and you see him pick it up and move it back to where he puts it. And I'm like, look, and I'm like...
Did you move it to a different spot to see if you move it?
And I'm like...
Well, he always puts in the console. I'm like, no.
Yeah. So, like, I've noticed all these little things, but then, like, in our driver lounge, pretty much, like, you walk up into the trailer, it gets to the end, and there's a big lounge, and we have one side, and So we have one side each, and you can just see which is my side. My side is just messy. I've tried making it better.
No, it is pretty good now. But like for the year one, there was just like undies and like a banana and just like.
Is there even still a
clothes
spot for you
everywhere.
on that lounge with all these trophies, or?
Yeah, I'm actually down the back now.
Yeah.
I've got just a hammock down the back, a camp chair to
Once
sit in.
J-Dub comes, him and Scotty will be up front. We'll be out the back.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I guess what's been the biggest difference for you this year versus like last year? Because obviously this year you're what are you 12 race wins in it now, which is a pretty big accomplishment, especially in this era as well, being 12.
Well, didn't
wins in
Scotty Mack in his when everyone and Scotty Mack was like, you'd just be like, wow, like how many races he win? Didn't he win 17? That was his
something like
most.
that.
So
something
you're
like that, yeah.
nearly. Really, you could get that this year quite easy.
I think Scotty's pole, the record is 16 in a year.
What are you at?
I'm at 13. But it was Scafey told me yesterday, I think, it was like 16 of like 26. I was like, it was pretty big.
There's two parallels I'm drawing here.
What's that?
2019 is when the Mustang come out, the Super Stang,
And
and then you got the Super GM this year.
Super G. I knew that was something.
Yeah, we took it to the
Okay.
wind tunnel at the end of
Yeah,
last year.
it's
two
just
parallels.
Tuned it up.
only one car is a Super GM. It's just like him out qualifying us all by 5 tenths.
Hey, I wasn't a GM last year. Calm down.
Oh yeah.
So also
What
the
were
last
you in last year? Did you even draw? Oh yeah, you were. You sat out. Sorry, I forgot.
the last time a driver had 5 poles in a row was McLaughlin in 2020. You're on 4, but you could match that at the bend.
Yeah, but we need to. Oh, the Benz. Yeah. I
But
don't know about
how's
the Ben.
he going to do that when we're going to lock him in here?
Yeah, that's right.
True.
Yeah, we as a
J-Dub
category.
just poles it
Yeah.
by like 7 tenths.
It is weird. I said to Brock on the weekend as well. I said I know he's doing it right now, and it'll probably happen again one day. But I didn't think this would ever happen in the new Gen 3 era. Yeah, because it's just the cars are so close. We've all got the same stuff. Like you look at it's like Porsche Cup and all those ones that all have the same equipment. Generally, someone wins 5 races in a year when they're really good, and then they're always second, third, and people pop it up there on the weekend. But to win 12, is it 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably should have been 13, but thanks to the jump start.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's
Take
appreciated.
bonus money.
What do you? What? Yeah. Can I have? Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
Adelaide, I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah. No, it bounced. I wonder why. Yeah, I guess you're just getting a. Rhythm.
I don't it's so weird. Like, yeah, I don't know. Things just clicked. Like, I think New Zealand was a big struggle for us, and we've found a bit of a direction, and it's just worked for me really well. Like,
Yeah.
So
I know
it's the same
he was
direction.
getting so frustrated on the weekend because I've got some weird lines.
He's running these lines. I was behind him in the race, and I'm up on the wheel. I am just thinking I am so good. I'm like, look at me go, and then he runs this line at turn 2, and I'm like, oh, he's made a mistake. I'm catching him here. And then we get out of the corner, and he's an extra car length or 2 ahead of me, and I'm like, what the hell?
It was actually funny because I called Will after the race, and I remember I followed you in practice too, and I was following you at turn 1 and turn 2, and I'm like, mate, does 88 hit a fucking apex or what?
Yeah, I was we were talking as well. Turn 2 and 4, he doesn't even hit the apex. How's he so fast?
Yeah.
But you found an apex past the. I don't even know where it was.
Yeah.
But turn 4, you'd go
What he did is he walked the track and felt the surface.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
right.
rubbed it in.
Poured some water,
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
got to be
Checked it out.
something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but obviously
It's hard. Everyone's asked what's changed. Nothing's changed. It's just a year down the track.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just find a sweet spot, and things are just clicked. There was plenty of times last year I'm like, fuck, what am I going to do to beat this guy? I was just getting hosed for a while. So
wasn't as bad as this. Don't
yeah,
worry.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It's a lot when your hose.
This
your
is how
hose
bad it's got for me. I bought a whoop, and I've been training because literally it was like, how am I going to beat this guy? And then they're like, well, Brock's fit. Okay, Brock's fit. I'll get fit. Don't worry. I'll bloody.
next
So the
is
last
just full sim race.
The last 3 weeks, I've been training every day. I've dropped a bit of weight. I'm like, yeah, that's where my pace is going to be. That qualifies me by more. So my thanks whoop, it didn't work. So I'm on to the next thing. Apparently the simulator. So I'm going to go home and just play on my simulator all day. And if I don't beat him at the next round, I'll find something else.
The simulator with the 2 steering wheels that got roasted.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm no computer wizard, okay?
What about like just before he went to Chicago? We're all doing like all the T8 guys. Like Andrew was like trying to get him like, yeah, we're all getting on the sim. There was about 5 or 6 of us. Oh, Batesy was on as well, and we were doing it, and we did a session like a couple of days. It was after Darwin. It must have been just before he left. And he's like, yeah, no, I got to jump on. And I'd done a lot of laps, and I was pretty fat. And you just hear like run disco, and he's like, "Fuck!"
I was just losing
he's like,
it.
"Why does Andrew think this is gonna help? It's just frustrating me."
I was getting the shits because hop on. Maybe it matches up to the real thing. I hop on, and I'm like all the like. So a few of the engineers from Triple Eight have things, and I'm a bit quicker than them. I'm like, look at me go, and then Broc jumps on and goes second quicker than me, and I just lose it. I'm like literally rage quitting. I'm like, nah, turning this thing off. And then maybe I should have done more laps. I don't know, but yeah, it is a hard. Like I guess people,
Everyone's got to do their own thing.
Oh, 100%.
You know, like we all like all 3 of us operate so different. Like you 2 have won championships and everything like that. Like we've all won a lot of races, but we've all
got our own niches.
You all got your own thing. Like.
I feel like I'm in a therapy session. Like he's helping me through this. Like you'll be right, buddy.
Yeah.
Like you'll get
just
through
to tee
this.
down at the bend.
Yeah. Thanks, Broc. I really appreciate you got any other.
Yeah.
No, I do agree with that because I think everyone is so different in the way they like. Shane was completely and then you'd probably you look at you and Jamie and you're extremely similar. Like in probably your approach to how you go racing and the way you do it all. So. You can see, everyone's just got this kind of way that sort of clicks from. Like I'd struggle to sort of do what you do. I sort of enjoy going home and kind of working. People think it's weird, but I enjoy that because it just sort of gives me a bit of a reset and a bit away from it where you kind of enjoy your sim, enjoy training and doing all that stuff. Everyone has their different way of doing it, I guess. But now we've all got to try your way.
That's how it goes. When someone's winning,
Yeah,
it's always like, oh, you got to do what he's doing.
Yeah,
But
got to run marathons.
That's generally.
You gotta run marathons.
I hope someone who's like an ultra, like does 100K runs doesn't start dominating because I don't want to pick that up.
It's always funny how it always like the tide changes. Hey, like over time, with whoever's winning, that's always becomes that's what you've got to follow. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember they used to say Fat Chaz is fast Chaz. Remember that? Like
that's what Chaz says.
Chaz says it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was always, he always went better then. But, we'll obviously just try harder.
So what are you going to try next?
Oh, I'm still on my whoop bandwagon. I'm still on this. I got
but you're having
I got a
pizza at
34%
Ipswich
recovery.
at the
Yeah,
session.
I was hungry, but I got
You didn't say.
34% recovery.
I saw you trying to
34
offer.
today.
34%.
Oh.
What are you at today?
Like 65. Still not good.
That's
but
why,
it
mate.
was
He's
a late
50%
night.
better than you.
He's ahead of me on the whoop as well.
that's
He couldn't
probably
even,
not
he couldn't
right.
even let me have that. Couldn't
I
even
just
let
get up every morning. I'm like 100% recovery.
yeah.
Luckily I didn't look yesterday. I was in the yellow.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing the games it plays with you.
Yeah.
I don't look now till
I'm trying not to look at it because I'm like, I kind of don't like knowing, but yeah, I agree. Like you like wake up and you're like, oh, I wouldn't mind checking, and then you just see the orange is like 34% recovery. You're like, no.
I was talking about them with J-Dub yesterday at the track, and he thinks they're just power bands, from back in the day.
Yeah, he doesn't.
We're at school.
He goes no data. He went fully off data. So J-Dub doesn't run a smartwatch or anything. So he just goes for a run and he just no
he track
music, nothing.
So he just raw dogs
It is
it.
raw, yeah,
He
raw dogs.
dogs
Yeah.
it. Everything.
But he doesn't. How does he know how far he runs?
He doesn't.
He doesn't know.
No.
What does he?
He
What's
said
the point of running?
Strava's like social media. He's deleted that as well. He doesn't log into any of his socials or anything. He thinks
That is the most random.
he's fully offline.
That's it. I'm gonna make a tinfoil hat for him for next
Are
round.
you going to run? Is that what you're going to say? It's like that's it. I'm going to run with no.
No, I'm gonna give him a tinfoil hat.
Oh yeah.
I want to make him one and give it to him.
Yeah,
Last
I don't
one,
know
so you
how.
have this.
I don't know.
I'd struggle.
I'd struggle because I like seeing like what my pace was, but maybe you just run to the pace that you're feeling.
I think
instead
he said he just like got over just. You do analyze
Yeah,
it so
yeah.
much. I think he'd love these though.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I know. There's a lot of data.
Who's the faster runner to you guys?
Well, what distance?
Yeah, what distance are we talking?
I don't know.
5K, he's faster.
I reckon.
I think 5K and 1 meter probably starting to get to me.
That's because I don't run over 5K,
Yeah.
5K and 1 meter. I reckon you
What
probably.
about Cairns Park run? We went We went to Cairns last year after round 1. We were best mates. We'd got 1-2, and we're like, yeah, we're good. We go up, and we were running, and Will's like, yeah, I'm gonna get really fit after this round. Anyway, he said that for every round, but we went and did the park run. There was a few of us, Mitchie and a couple other mates and that, and we went and did the park run on the Saturday morning. And we took off, and it was like a 2.5K loop. And I've turned around, and I'm running back, and I'm like, man, where are they? And I get back, and Mitch McAvoy, we finished at the same time, and we're sitting there. And it got to like 30 minutes or 35 minutes. I'm like, man, that's like 7-minute Ks. Like, surely they're not that bad. And we ended up just going back, and we walked back to the hotel, and they're just chilling in the pool. And we're like, what happened?
I just went back and pretty much got a feed. And I did the first 2.5K loop, and it was humid. Jeez. And I kept telling Brock, I was always talking, like I used to be fit. Don't worry, I'm going to get fit after this round. And then Brock would always laugh at me. So this has been the joke the whole time. And then, we started, and I got to the end of my 2.5K loop, and I was like, no way. They'd gapped me. They were gone. I was pretty much walking. I'm like, nah, I'm going back to the pool. So I just strolled on back and let them finish it.
But then like a week later, I see Strava, and he runs like 4-minute 20Ks for 5K. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a mental thing for me, the running side of it. The Erebus days with the running there.
Yeah, that was fun.
you're fast on short distance, aren't you?
Yeah, I can do 5Ks under 5-minute Ks now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he always says that you'll smoke him in a sprint, like in like 100
Yeah,
meter
I
sprint.
can, yeah.
Yeah, he gets moving.
Yeah, I get moving, mate. Don't you worry.
I remember you
That's why
on
I'm
the
so
bike.
good in shootouts.
You were good on the bike.
Yeah, I was. I don't really ride too much anymore.
No,
I do
neither do I.
I've got a trainer set up, but I mainly just run now. I just do 5Ks because it's in 30 minutes you can do a good exercise. So,
Exactly.
and it's more convenient. You can run anywhere.
It's not the same. Like you guys, he's running along the beach at Gold Coast. That makes you want to run.
Why does it
why
make
is
you
that?
run?
There's plenty of reasons why that
Okay,
makes
what's
you
the
want to run.
reasons?
The beautiful sky, the waves,
Yeah.
a lot of other reasons.
What's the other reasons?
You're running along the Broadwalk.
What are you trying to say about
Brisbane?
Toowoomba?
Where am I running? I'm running around. friggin-
Huskars galore?
Yeah, that's right. I just jump on my tread in the garage. Like, there's no reason for me
Yeah,
to go
I
run.
can't do that.
Yeah.
I can run on a treadmill.
I get a lot on the trainer these days. I jump on just my bike in there and run. I quite like that. I don't like going outside that much for training.
I just like running outside. I can't.
I like
run
running
indoors.
outside too. I run along the river. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's any time's
It's
all right.
easy when you run because you can just go out 30 minutes, you're home,
Yeah,
have a
that's
quick
right.
shower and go.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and you can do it anywhere.
Cycling, you can't get the same. Like, you can't do a 30-minute cycle. It's really not
that's
an exercise.
pointless.
So, yeah, if you run for 30 minutes, you feel like you did a fair bit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, should we
right.
get? What about? I know you had some NASCAR plans this year of trying to do some stuff, and obviously you guys swapping over to Ford and vice versa. That throw a stone in the works for you?
A little bit. Like, I feel like, I mean, you guys are on the same boat. Like, you build a relationship with probably the GM teams and all that sort of stuff. Like, I was trying to do Portland this year, but anyway, Will's doing that now.
Hang on a
which is,
second.
Yeah, you can. Brodie will.
But
What
yeah.
happened? Did he steal your ride?
Well, no, not really. He's got a deal.
Stole
so.
Brodie's ride as well. You guys can both beat me up if you want after he...
No. So anyway, like I'd sort of spoke to Corley at the start of the year and tried doing a race and we were just trying to make the right one sort of fit. And then, I was trying to do Portland and then didn't work out. But I probably could have done the Roval this year, but it's like week before Bathurst and it's not worth, I think, compromise in Bathurst and that. But I suppose a hard one is next year for like us and especially you've gone and done it twice with two teams now. Like you start from fresh and you've got to build new relationships. So
Do you think Ford would let us... This is a very out there. Do you think they'd let us run with like a core league that aren't a Chevy partner team, but they obviously use Chevy equipment? Do you
Absolutely not.
yeah.
That's the dumbest
thought you
question
were
I've
saying-
ever heard you ask.
reckon? Yeah, but I don't know. That's true. Fair enough.
You'll be right next year. Every car that you have to say, you get asked, "What's your favorite car?" It's going to be a Ford Mustang GT.
Yeah.
I guess you're a Ford driver, yeah. But there's not as many, I guess the way we'll put it, if they didn't have the opportunity for us, we probably could look at other options. But there's not that many Cup Series opportunities in a Ford out there.
Yeah.
And I don't even know about Xfinity if there's many. I haven't looked at that, where it seems like in the GM there's a lot of opportunities. Like I think
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, like I think I've got a pretty good relationship with Core League and RCR right now. Like I was probably going to run with RCR more at Chicago, but it was because Austin Hill did it with his sponsor. But like still see Richard when I'm over there and that sort of stuff, and he seems pretty keen. But yeah, I think to build those relationships that all of us have met, I guess you did with RCR, you've now got one with Core League as well. Like I don't even know who to talk to in a Ford setup that.
Yeah.
Just go steal Cam's ride.
See,
Yeah,
this
true.
is the thing as well that like there's. I feel like in
You must get the
GM,
trifecta.
Yeah.
in GM land, like there's probably only Will that's done it, but myself that is like open to going and doing it. But I think for me, it's waiting for the right opportunity. Like I don't want to rush and just go. I don't want to just go do one for the sake of doing one. Like you want to do it right and make sure it's the right opportunity to do it. So we'll wait and see what happens. But I'd like to try and do some next year. Like, to be honest, I'd probably be keen to just go to Xfinity. Like,
Yeah.
I
know because I speak to Shane like a fair bit, and he was a very big. I remember speaking at the start of the year, and he was pushing pretty hard for you, for Core League and stuff over there.
Yeah. No, he's been awesome.
Yeah, he was a big advocate for you over there. But I'd like to do. I reckon we should do the 12-hour together.
You're just trying to get a drive with Triple Eight, are you?
Well, I just want to do the 12-hour.
No, I think the 12-hour. I would love to do that would be an awesome pairing. I'd love to do. We did it last year with Mick.
Yeah.
Was it last year with Mick? Oh, the
Year before.
Year before. And I thought that was cool, but I'd love to have an all Aussie
It would be
lineup
cool.
because I feel like we're fast enough still in a GT that that the factory drivers are awesome, but generally we can fare up with them.
Yeah.
Especially around Bathurst as well.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Bathurst. Yeah, so
If it was any other track, we'd probably get dusted.
actually he just dusts them.
Yeah, you dusted all the factory guys, and you did.
Yeah.
Be
What
honest.
did you qualify like second? You beat them all.
I've qualified second like 3 years in a row there.
Does that hurt?
Yes.
Oh god.
But it's good. I mean,
Same in Gen 3 as well.
I think it's sort of been put out there that the goal's to run a Mustang at the 12-hour. I mean, it would be really like I didn't even think about it, but it would be cool if we could all do it. It's obviously just going to be a hectic time for our team.
It would be
Swapping
cool.
and-
I'm just throwing it out there. It might not actually sound, but it'd nearly be cool if Ford got us to run 2 GT3 cars and put a bunch of their supercar drivers in them.
Yeah.
Like that would be pretty an awesome.
that would actually be a
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like if it was like, I don't even know, like obviously Matt Payne's done a good job, Cam's done a good job, Chaz done a good job. Like if they just picked all their top 6
You
Ford
got a
drivers.
massive following.
Yeah, imagine that. And they're
Massive.
like, okay, well, Triple Eight are our homologation team. They're running the GT3 program. Get the funding for it.
What happens if we get smoked?
Yeah, that's true. But we'd detune theirs.
Yeah.
No, you'd want to be in our car. But I reckon that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be pretty cool. Oh, we may have to work that one out.
Yeah.
I'd just like to be in equal machinery for at least one round.
Oh, here we go.
That's good. Oh, yeah. Typical. But no, that'll be interesting. But I think it will be hard to get, like Cam's obviously pushing very hard to try and get over there and do some more NASCAR events. So I
Would
think
you be
next
keen
year,
to do an oval? Like I've
I've done ovals.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be keen to try it, but I just don't know how you go. Like I'd want to, but then trucks is super competitive. Like I'd nearly want to do it in ARCA.
No, I agree. Like I think it'd just be fun to go over and like run like a smallish oval.
Yeah.
I don't really want to bump draft. Like I do it on the sim. And I'm so scared. Oh my
Well,
god.
I thought about it. I'm like, you nearly feel like you can't get out of it. Like if you're up against the wall and you can't lift, you can't. You know what I mean? Like when you get a run on someone, you can't hit them, but you also can't brake or lift because you'll cause a shunt.
Yeah.
It'd be quite hectic at the start to learn all that and try and
It'd be
get
so
it
scary.
right.
But I feel like it'd be cool just to go and do like a little oval.
Yeah. That's what I would like to do. It's like just a little oval in ARCA.
Yeah.
I don't want to even do it in Xfinity.
Nah, and I
because-
don't want anyone to know that I've done it.
Well, at least if you did all the work and planned to try and get one, he could just steal it.
Yeah, can you work that out now? Yeah. No, so
Well,
what about...
It's vice versa for GT this year. Will planned everything, and now I've done 4 rounds, and I'm like, oh, I felt so bad.
Pretty much is just his manager. I
Yeah,
just had
he's
this
managing. I'll have to start paying him a cut.
Yeah, I was meant to do the GT3 this year with Brad, and then obviously I was like, I didn't want to do the whole series. I was like, I had a pretty hectic schedule last year, and with doing the what did we do at the start of the year?
Maybe that's a
TRS.
secret.
TRS. Yeah, well, that's what the guys at
That's what
Audi
they
were
keep
like.
saying.
God, you need to get back in the car. Like you were winning last year. Now Broc's in the Audi and he's winning. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing the last 2 rounds. Don't worry. It's not the whoop. It's got to be that. So, yeah, that'll be interesting.
What about TRS? I'm like,
I don't know.
I don't know if it would be cool to try and win the championship.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be very hard, and it's for like I know it was a big
It was big
toll
on,
in time away at the start of the year, but
If you need some sponsorship to consider going to Formula One, I'll help out.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
You
Yeah, of
they
course.
big on bucks now.
What's that?
You're on a big wage now.
What do you mean? You should be paying
Is
the
that
most. You're the one that's getting
Oh,
flogged.
true. Yeah, we might actually I see what you mean. Yeah, I'll help sponsor as well to get rid of you. Yeah.
oh, thanks.
Yeah, what if someone else just hops in and smokes me as well?
I reckon we'll be able to get the whole field collectively.
Yeah, collectively just start sponsoring, bro.
We'll start a WhatsApp
You
group.
pay me
after
for an
this.
F2. Yeah. Get an F2 drive or something.
See, I think next year the TRS was awesome. I think it's called CT Frock now, but
A
you
what?
like CT Frock?
Frock.
I don't know.
What does that stand for?
Castrol, Toyota, Racing, Oceana,
Formula Regional.
Formula Regional.
That was not it. That was it, but
it's-
just not in that sentence.
Castrol Toyota Formula Regional Oceana Trophy.
CT Frot.
Why do they
No, it's
make
Frot.
things so complicated?
Championship, not trophy at the end.
Well, it says trophy on their website.
Oh, righto. Oh, that might have been who, I don't know. But yeah, they made it. But the only thing is, like you said, that was taxing because I had 12-hour and I had to fly to Perth
Yeah,
to
that
do it
was
with the
bad
Ferrari
time.
team and I had to do all this stuff. So I actually felt like, I nearly feel like I didn't have an off season. Like I was actually busier then and felt nearly more run down starting the season than when I probably had because you'd done, well, not run down, but just you'd done so much racing
busy.
already. So I think, I don't know. I'm the same as you. I'd love to do it. Like it'd be awesome to do it. And I think if you went and stayed over there for the whole time, it'd
Yeah,
actually
it'd be
quite
really
relaxing.
enjoyable. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was flying forward and back every week and that. So if you did it over the 4 weeks, it'd be good. But I think next year I'd probably like to do like the GT, like just not clump 4 weeks in one go. Like
Yeah,
kind
just
of
spread it out over the year.
Yeah, spread it out over the year and see what racing can come at me. But I think actually another one is the NASCAR on the weekend. Shane winning, but then also Connor. How was that?
Oh, that fall.
That fall.
Man, I couldn't watch that.
Nah.
Like when that was so bad to see.
Ainsley sent it to me, actually. You sent it to me, and I clicked on it, and I was like, obviously falls here. But when I watched it, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
but I just watched his leg and his.
I thought he was going to break his leg.
Well, I
Hey?
thought his
turned
like knee
away.
exploded and everything. I was like, my gosh,
To
I think
be
he's headed
completely
down.
fair, like I think he got away nearly better than I thought. Like
Got
terrible.
away-
He's broken a collarbone,
got away
but
way better than I thought. I thought
Like,
his
yeah.
knee was going to be exploded because
Oh.
his leg was.
he was back there the next day at the track.
Yeah.
And
Ugh.
do you reckon they've played at it? I really want to know.
I think that's the plan.
He did an interview saying he's been speaking to Shane
Yeah.
about how Shane plated his and then
Are they
What,
talking?
Drove.
after Shane? After he
Yeah.
took Shane
yeah,
out?
allegedly.
Yeah, really.
He did an
Allegedly.
interview in the Cup Series race and he said that he thinks he might like sort it out this week, try and get it plated.
Because I think our physio on the weekend was saying, Dolph was saying, because he worked closely with Shane when he had his done, and he said he was back in
2
under
weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And he reckons about 2 to 3 weeks to sort of get that sorted.
Well, the next one will probably be an oval, so it'll be less taxing on the.
Yeah.
They got
And
two
then
ovals
Two
and
ovals, then Portland.
Whereas Shane went straight to.
So who do they get for Portland?
It's true.
Will Brown.
Yeah. Well, I've already taken your drive. I can't take another one. So
That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
surely
You should be on the phone right now. Should we
Oh,
call him now?
You got
this
Dale's
doesn't come
number.
out for a week.
Yeah.
So you
This clip just gets put out right
yeah,
now.
yeah. We'll put it out straight away.
I'd say something and then it'd just be like, yeah, Connor's racing. But,
Yeah. See, I was trying to work
I think
that out.
they'd know. Like if, for his sake, I certainly hope he was back, but I think they'd know that there's an interest from me to do it.
Yeah.
So
And sure, like I was actually thinking last night if they played it and all that because I was trying to work out the timeline because I'm like, if Brock comes and does it in a JGR car with his qualifying, he's going to flop.
what car?
JRM, mate.
JRM is it? I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dale
sorry,
Junior's
that Jack's
team,
in
you
the
wobbler.
one. Yeah, sorry, but yeah, I don't know. Do you reckon that's 3 weeks? But I think an oval would
I think you'll be fine by then. Well, I would guess you'd be fine by then. It's just weird with their system. Like, do you just sit out and get fully recovered, or do you get back and like he's
That'd
obviously
be the
locked
risk.
in but
he is at risk, is he?
No, but that'd be the risk because if you don't recover fully or,
Well, yeah, that's right. He's already locked into the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's won
I think
4.
I think I saw Shane do an interview about it, and he said just get it plated and then you pull it out at the end of the year like he did, I think, and it heals or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how it all works, but
Yeah. See, I would actually think if you miss the 2 ovals, wouldn't that be the hardest track, Portland,
Yeah, to come back at.
at because it's gonna be proper like an oval. At least you can kind of, the steering probably isn't as hard as a road course. You'd think you'd come back after that, so that'd be interesting. Hopefully we'll know by the time.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. I wonder who, and actually there's another thing, is it takes out all the cup drivers because Portland is its own race
That's
for
it, yeah.
Xfinity on
It's
that
separate.
weekend. So usually,
Is that why you did it?
Pardon?
Is that why you did it?
Why? Because
So there's no cup drivers there.
Oh, sorry. I see what you mean. Yeah, well, that's actually another thing. Like, I guess they got in the 11 car on the weekend, McDowell in it. And yeah, a lot of those guys that obviously were an opportunity of racing Xfinity on the Friday night or Saturday night.
Yeah.
They're not now because,
and it's non-competitive pit stops.
yeah, how does that work?
Well, I don't exactly know.
Oh,
Do
so
they all
that's-
just drive in, do the pit stops?
Yeah,
and then
so you don't lose your spot you're in.
That's good.
Yeah, it's to try keep costs down.
Yeah, so that's what they said that to me, and I didn't understand what they meant. They were
Because
like,
normally,
normally
normally the cup guys that do the Sunday also do the Xfinity. Some do on the Saturday, so they can split the costs. Whereas I don't think they can because it's a whole separate venue for where cup is. There, one's this here and one's over there.
Oh, true. Yeah,
So
heaps of the guys.
The cost is really high.
Yeah, well, I can't remember how it exactly worked when we were over there, but we use Trackhouse Pick Stop Crew at Corleague, and they do the Xfinity and the Cup, so that makes sense why they can't do it. But yeah, that takes out a lot of the Cup guys that would be trying to get Connors that would be keen to do Connors race.
Yeah,
but
they could also just not do it.
Oh, well, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like ours in Australia. I guess in supercars that a lot of people wouldn't probably know until back probably a few years ago. It used to be talked about a lot, but you get fined like 150 grand if you don't put your car on the track for a weekend in supercars.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big fine.
So
No way.
didn't you know
yeah, so Jamie's going to be up some big bucks telling them when you're locked in the corner. Yeah.
that?
What do you mean? The gate's driving.
Yeah, that used to be because like LDM and that. I remember when I was I guess a couple of years before you, and LDM, I think they were struggling with a bit of budget or something back then and trying to get some people in. And yeah, it was more expensive pretty much to not show up, to not do it if you could have someone tip in a bit of money.
It's good, you know.
Well, it would be. It is good because if you had someone like an owner that had got a bit disgruntled and was going to sell out, they'd just close it down, wouldn't they? If they didn't have to.
That.
Do you think we should have like a, like we have co-drivers and all that, but do you think we should have like the F1, like young driver has to do, and we don't get enough practice sessions, so it's hard to do, but do you think nearly like maybe remember when they used to do the co-driver sessions? Like I did one at Winton. You would have been co-driving that year.
Yep.
I drove Anton's car, or you were probably co-driving with him that year.
Yeah.
And I did it. Like, do you think they should do like a young driver session once a year?
You actually did really well, and that actually helped get you. Like that set you up a little bit there because you did really well in that co-driver session.
You were young too. How old were you?
16.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember we weren't going to go out because it was Barry's like, oh, if it's wet, like we're not going out. And I'm like, oh my God, don't rain. And we did like 10, 15 minutes and then it rained. So we got half a session, which was pretty cool.
I think it would be good. We've spoken about this before, me and you, and I think that it'd be great because it'd make the supercar teams invest a little bit more time, effort, and that in
young drivers,
rookies and young drivers and all of that. And it'd also make it very interesting to see which tracks people choose. Like if you had to put a driver in for 2 practice sessions a year. So I don't know, you know, for us, maybe we choose Ipswich because it's our home track. Me and you know it quite well. We've already got a pretty good setup for Ipswich, so maybe we choose Ipswich and put them in for the first one, and then me and Broc only get the second half an hour one, and then maybe other teams choose, I'm not sure what they'd choose.
Do you do that, or you do like what they had then and have their own session? Like at Ipswich, everyone has to have a young driver in. Or do you think that's too hard?
I think you give them
Like F1, you take a practice session away.
Well, I think you take a practice session away because I think it also you would have different rookies doing different events, so to give them more exposure than if you had all of them out there at once. It's just like
And
it's kind of like get this over and
To
done
be
with.
completely fair, there's probably not
There's-
25
there's not enough,
guys
yeah.
that are you're comfortable of giving them your car sort of thing on a race weekend.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Well, even if if it wasn't 25, even if it was per team or something like that. I don't know.
You got to do because it would be pretty.
25 guys would be hard to find.
That's a lot, in Australia.
Yeah, but I reckon that'd be really good. And at least if people had standouts, then it helps them, because right now it's kind of a bit of an unknown how good the Super 2 field is. Like I think Zach obviously proved on the weekend that
Look
they
at
are really
Zach.
good.
He did the Ollie Behrman.
Yeah.
Like he's obviously done the job in Super 2 before, but this year's not going to plan, and then you go and do that and put it on P5.
Yeah. And to be honest, P5,
on
P4
used.
he
He
was
was P1 of used.
Yeah, that was P1 of used tyres.
Wow.
Are you upset about that? Because you were P6, so you were the second of used.
I was, yeah. But I've got a pretty good excuse. I'm not worried.
Here we go.
Oh, you'll find out next year, buddy. So don't keep laughing.
Speaking of young guns, we want to do our segment with Broc before we finish up.
Oh yeah, a young gun segment. So we do a thing on the show where it's where you get to feature and shout out a young bloke. So it's your turn to pick who you got.
It can be anyone. Like, it doesn't have to be from recent rounds. It can just be anyone you like as well, or you think has potential.
Within Australia and New Zealand, though.
Yeah.
Tasmania as well, if you want it.
That's Australia.
I'm just...
Idiot.
Geography. Look, there's a lot of young guys. Like, I think I'm going to say a lot more than one here, but I think a lot of the guys coming through Norwell, your Jareds, your Nash.
If you could only pick one, though, because we'll collab this with their Instagram and the boys will share it so we can send people there. Yep.
I'll go Link Taylor after the weekend.
Okay.
I think he did a good job. He's obviously been at Norwell. Like, we've drove with him when he was like 12, 13 years old. Coming off the back of Ipswich, he won a race in the wet, I think. So
He did.
He's with WAU, so I got no doubt he'll go Super 2 and be knocking on the door pretty soon.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Sounds good.
Another thing we do, Broc, is a bit of quickfire Q&A. We'll do a couple before you have to head off.
Yep.
How do you balance being friends and competitors intra-team? So you've both been with Will and you've both been friends. How do you balance that?
Friends.
Don't know friends here.
It's not very nice.
How do you balance it? Oh, look, at the end of the day, we're all pretty similar off the track. Like, we all get along super well. I think it does get heated at times, but I think the good thing is we always have fun off the track. Like, if we have some tension on the track or strategy doesn't go our way, like, we would literally walk into the track, we debrief, and we walk out, and it's just like back to normal. So I just think we don't hold a grudge against each other.
What's been your favourite company car from the manufacturers you've driven for?
Is this to everyone?
Yep,
I'm
everyone.
going to go my Chevy Silverado.
Same.
I do really like it.
I never got.
I did have a Corvette for a while. I did like that, but I didn't get given it.
I didn't really get one from my last manufacturer, to be honest. I didn't really sort of.
What do you got now?
I got a Ford Mustang and a Raptor now.
You got two?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about this.
Lancaster's give me a Ford Mustang.
Well, they reckon you blew the shocks out on it, and you've got all these lights on the dash.
I do, yeah. They won't go above 120.
Why is
would
that?
you be going above 120?
Well, I take it to Norwell.
Oh, okay.
I do laps in it at Norwell.
Well, how'd you do the shocks?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I did take it for a few laps around Norwell, and it's quite new. So, but yeah.
Just
Do you want to
putting it
finish
in.
the rest of the story?
Yeah, no, I'll leave it at that. I was just, that's it.
If you could drive and race any series in the world, what would it be?
Supercars.
Oh.
If I had to do one, it'd be F1's the one that I think would be just to tick off.
That's it.
That'd be
Get
cool.
rid of him.
Yeah, I reckon mine. I watch it a lot with Shane now, and I reckon NASCAR would be cool just because the amount. Like, I love how they've got that set up with how much they race and their travel program, and it'd be taxing to do 20 years of it like some of the guys have. I think that'd be hard, but it'd be cool to do for a while just to really. It's kind of like being on tour for a whole year.
So would you rather race NASCAR for what they do now, or would you rather race Supercars for 20 times a year?
Oh, that's a tough one. Because I reckon Supercars 20 times a year would be pretty cool.
Oh, that's what
I reckon that'd be the
I
optimal.
think Supercars.
2-day weekends.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys though, but like, if I got offered a drive in NASCAR right now, I wouldn't leave.
No,
I wouldn't leave either.
I think I could get an offer from Hendricks and I wouldn't leave.
Like you got one from her. No,
I wish, like, still send it through, but I wouldn't leave. Like right now, like if they said get on a plane, you're dropping everything. Like I'd finish.
Yeah, I think that we've also.
I mean, you two have won a championship, you know, so you're sort of like.
I still
you've
think
ticked one box.
you're at that age, but I think I think that I guess the worry is that you go over there and don't probably perform as good as Shane, and then you have to come back, and then you don't have the seat at Red Bull Ampol, and that's a big thing that I reckon. And you're obviously, what are you, 22 now?
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got really, you probably need to be doing it when you're like 30 and you've had a lot of success in that. Yeah, and then if you come back, It is what it is. All good? Well, that's we didn't have as long for this one, but thanks for everyone listening. Thanks for joining us, Broc, as well. Appreciate you coming on.
When are we tying them up now?
Yeah,
that's right. We got to. Yeah, you got to run before we get out of our chairs. But nope. On to Taylor and Ben. Hopefully, he doesn't out-qualify us by 5/10 there.
No, hopefully not.
He did last time, so
yeah, true.
Time we were there.
Cheers, everyone.
Sweet.